Hello everyone and welcome to Number 9 Farms. This is for the Emarchency video. I was asked again to do the collaboration and I agreed. However, what we're going to do is, it was a lot of choices that I could have picked from, and I thought this came to mind because I was going to do seeds and plants, but I know there's a lot of information on that too, and I'm sure there is on this as well. But what I got burnt one night, and when I got burned, Bruce is like, "Oh, I think you're gonna have to go to the emergency room." I was like, "No, Bruce, we're not going to the emergency room." And he said, "Well, you're gonna need something for it." So then my son Colby, who is a welder, he says you're going to need some burn cream because he gets burned a lot at work on welding. And he says, "I'll take it right out." Well, I was like, I always put aloe on it because that's what I've used for my entire adult life is aloe for any kind of burn. So immediately I put aloe on it. And Bruce got home and he started digging in everything, trying to find us some burn cream. Colby had run into Stevenson and trying to find some. There was none. Everything was already closed. And so needless to say, our video is going to be on burn cream because you're going to need this in your preps, and also you could stick it in your bug out bags, and I'm going to show you how to do that with a little tin, and also in your purse, or anytime keep some in the car, anytime you get burned. And after I got burned, I put the burn cream on it, and I'm telling you, Bruce can tell you that it went from being really bad to looking like it was healing almost overnight. So come along. So we're stopping here at my little herb table first because I grew these last year, and also I made some calendula oil, which is right here actually. So, and it smells amazing. And we're going to use that to make a all over body cream, or not cream, but body salve. And this could be used for not only burn creams, but you wouldn't really want to put an oil on a burn, but later on as it starts to heal, you could do that. But we're going to start off with honey, because honey is antibacterial, antimicrobial, antifungal. So you'll have that, and we're gonna take this is sorry guys, I'm sorry, my brain gets to where it doesn't want to work.
Crystallized honey?
Yes, thank you. Crystallized honey. And here's our honey that we harvested last year, and these are honeys from our North Carolina honey.
We still have some.
Yes, it still hangs around.
Yep.
So we're gonna go ahead and whip this, and we're gonna add our medicine into to that. We're going to add the calendula, we're going to add lavender and some marshmallow root, and a little bit of the rose petals right here. So I'm going to show you how to do all that. So come along now, and let's start off with our first infusion here. All right guys, so we're going to go ahead and let this go to 0 with the plate on. And then the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to measure out all of our herbs. I am actually a certified herbalist, and have been since 2016. But as always, check with your physician and make your own decision on things, because this is just things I know and things I've learned over the years. So, and just calendula can be irritating to some, because we used to sell soap at the farmer's market, and I always told people, if you're allergic to ragweed or any type of thing in that Astacera family, which is like daisies, you don't want to use calendula because it can irritate you. So we're gonna go for the grams. So you got to make sure your mode is set on the right mode. Grams. And of course, there we go. We're going to go for about 7 grams, 6, 7 grams right there. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with 7 grams of everything. I don't know what to do with the lid here. 7 grams for everything. You see this? And the first thing you want to do, the best way to incorporate, especially with your honeys, and also your infusions, is if you take and grind up your herbs first. And the reason for that is that they have less, they have more area to get infused with. That meaning that there's easier to extract the medicine from the herbs. It's the best way I can tell you that. I'm really out of sync on everything here, and so there goes the plate back on. And I have this little tiny herb grinder. It's called Cool Night, and it's been one of the best ones that I've ever had, and I've done so many things with it. It's a really nice little unit, and you just want to push down on it. And since we're going to be putting this on the skin for our burn cream, we want to get it nice and powdery as best we can, like that. That's a good right there. That looks really nice. Want to go ahead and put this. We could go ahead and just put it in the bowl, because we have to have somewhere to put it. Either that, or next time have a bowl ready to put all of it in. And then I'm gonna go ahead now, so I don't have to bore you guys with the rest of it, is I'm gonna put in 7 of lavender, 7 of the marshmallow, and 7 of the rose. That way we have a good an easy number, and that will help you to make. And then we're gonna use this 1/2 pint of honey, and I'll bring you back. All right, guys, so you can see I have it really fine.
Ground up?
Yes. My brain. So we got this honey that is crystallized, as you can see.
Let me see.
And what we're going to do is
We
whip
probably
it.
should throw that out. It's old and got hard.
And if you want your honey to like be crystallized faster, like, 'cause a lot of times you can find it at the store, especially at the farmer's market, or you just ask one of your beekeepers, whatever, because I'm sure they have tons of it, because it happens so fast sometimes. And then there's other honeys that don't crystallize, which is sage honey for one. And but anyways, I could go on and know a whole nother thing about honey, because we've been beekeepers for so long. But this right here, if you want it to get faster, just buy some honey and put it in the refrigerator, because honey, the colder it gets, the faster it crystallizes. Or they also have like it what is Man Lake Bees, they have, I think, some kind of little powder or something you can buy,
like
which
a
is
culture.
like a culture, basically. Yes, it's crystal that makes it crystallized, and it just speeds up the process. So we gotta scrape this out, and it's gonna be hard, but I just wanted to show you guys that how we're gonna turn this into this wonderful burn cream. And with the marshmallow root that I put in here, that's so healing for the skin. It's really beneficial. It has antibacterial properties, and it's soothing. And you can do your own research on all this. But and if you have like if you're not able to grow some of these things, which a lot of times it takes a lot to grow, to get enough of everything to do. You can buy a lot of things like this from like Mountain Roads Herbs. You can buy it from Frontier. And then the one that starts with an S. I can't think of it right now, but I get emails from them all the time. There's so many great places to buy herbs from, and even people on Etsy have lots of good ones, like You're gonna have to pause it. I'm gonna have to sit down for a minute, okay? Okay, so come on in closer so you can see how Bruce was able to scrape the rust out for me and get a stool for me. And of course, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn our lock on because this is gonna go on a high speed for roughly 10 to 15 minutes, and it's gonna turn this honey into a luscious, nice little creamy texture. I know it looks like a lot right now.
And it will bounce off the table if you don't hold it, so don't believe that it won't do it. It will do it. Won't it?
Yes. And it's really best if you but for video purposes here, the best thing to do is really get your honey done first and then put your herbs in, is how I usually do it. But since I didn't have a bowl over here on this side of the cabin first, but it does just fine either way. And you can see it's already starting to come together. Come look, it's already changed consistency.
Doing good.
All right, well, we'll be back once the time is up. About 12 minutes. Come in and look. And I want to show you how it looks.
Wow.
And look at that. You see that?
Beautiful.
And so now what you want to do is, these are, how we'll stack, there they are. So these little tins, you can use these, or like a little lip balm if you need just a small amount, like to put in your purse or anything like that. And what I always do is I first wipe them out with because I use all these for all my salves and everything that I sell at the farmers market. And I just wipe them out and make sure you let it dry. I just sit them on the counter and I go down the whole list of doing them. Because you don't want any water to mix with honey or any type of other liquid unless you're using like sunflower lecithin.
Yes.
Because something like mixing in your CBD type stuff that you can mix with honey.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's my old school stuff that we used to teach a lot about. Although, anyways, so now, of course, you want to take this off because you know it will start to drip. But look at this. You see how smooth it is? Look at that. And then you just want to fill up your little container with the, you can tell that it's completely dried. Of course, you know the alcohol dries fast anyway. And you just want to fill it up just like that. And then this right here, you could also put in the 4-ounce like cannon jars. And you can eat this too. This is all food safe. This is not just, but this is really good for healing burns. But of course you want to, this would be like if you had no other way to get medical care or something, but you want to always check with your doctor and make sure that you're not allergic to these things as well. And it'll settle out on its own because you can see that it'll be enough once it's in there. And then you'll clean the little lid up a little bit.
Why do we always have
just like that? And my boys are home from school. It's a half a day and spring break starts. And voila, beautiful. And put it right on in. And now, the next time when someone gets burned, God forbid, but I wanted to show you how now.
It's delicious, ain't it?
Oh my gosh, it's incredible. Now, these whipped honeys, with the herbal things are very popular right now at the farmers market, and you can just create anything. Like I made Bruce the motherwort and chaga the other day, trying to help Bruce with his brain, and
No, there's
what?
nothing left.
But the chaga is a really good, or some people say chaga. So I mixed the powder in with it and did the same exact thing. Because there's a lot of controversy about putting mushrooms in the coffee, like the powders and stuff, because they say they can lose their effectiveness. I don't know if that's true. I'm just going by what things I have been reading. So I choose to do like more of a cold infusion instead of a hot. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make the calendula salve, and this could just be an all over body thing. This is not burn cream. So I hope you like the burn cream, and you can put yourself a little label on it. And of course what I did, here's the burn. As you can see, if you can see it, I don't know if you can, that this circle right there, it actually,
It's gone.
it's healed like perfectly. I mean, it was amazing. Even Bruce said, I can't believe that thing hasn't, like the
Peeled.
blister didn't bust and everything. It was like the blister came, the blister kind of just like eased away on its own, and then there was left with really nothing. But when it first happened, I soaked it in ice cold water for like an hour. So that may have been helped too. So, all right, well, we'll get on started with the next thing. All right, guys, for the next project, as you see this wax, the beeswax, this is all the beeswax that I've rendered down. I do have videos on that way back, but I have lots of stacks of it, and I still have more to do, but I need a little bit of help with it now. But here I have 5 ounces weighed out. As you can see, I hope you can see. Can you see now? Okay. So what we're going to be using is 5 ounces of beeswax. We're going to do 5 tablespoons of shea butter and 2.5 cups of the calendula oil. So that's what we're going to do to make our calendula salve. So let's get started. Okay, so I got the shea butter now, so I'm just going to eyeball the 5 tablespoons of shea butter. And when you're taking shea butter up to temperature, you want to go to about 150, 160 degrees and hold it there for a few minutes anyways, even if the stuff is melted. But make sure you're on a low temperature or a double boiler, because shea butter likes to crystallize in your body products. So you keep it there for a while. You can just use a thermometer, or you can also just take and use an infrared thermometer, but I don't like those as much. This helps to keep it from crystallizing, because years ago, I've been making body products since 2003, and I was always using herbs and all kinds of things then, and even back in the 90s, I grew a lot of herbs and stuff. So I've been doing this for a really long time. And the body products, sometimes you would open it up and it'd be like kind of like a grainy type of feel. And I was like, what is that? And so I started doing some research on it, and that's how I found out about that. So that's just a little tip for you. And of course, going back to we want to label all our jars. And of course today, which is March 21st, it's a Sagittarius moon. So, and also it's a waning gibbous. So anyways, there's that. And we're going to go ahead now and put everything together and start melting it. This is the old part of the cabin. And really, we just use this for things like this. And also, right now I'm running, well, technically, we've all kind of been managing it, but the reverse osmosis for the maple sap. So that's at the very end. So right now I got the double boiler set up, and this is one of those old Revere ware that I've had for, gosh, since I've almost been married 40 years, so I've had it quite around that time. So, because it was like a big to-do to get. But I'm going to go ahead and put the wax in first. And a lot of times, sorry about that. You want to go ahead and, if you can, grate the wax up. It helps to melt faster. And so the beeswax I put in first, and then the shea butter second. And just watch the temperature. So tablespoons. So that's 1 tablespoon, just so you know. And like I said, it was, did I tell you guys 5 ounces? Wanted to make sure. It's slowly melting, going really slow. All right, so now it is all melted. And I actually had to take a bee leg out, which I've talked about that before, because a lot of times even when you strain it, everything, you'll always get one little bee leg somehow, some way. And now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just let it sit here, let it cool down a little bit, and then I'll add the 5.5 cups of the calendula oil. And this is extra virgin olive oil and avocado oil, and I swear it smells so good. I mean, so good. I have to wait till Cooper can open it for me. He's taking a shower. Guys, it's 2.5 cups. I don't know where I kept saying 5.5 cups. So it's 2.5 cups. So I've got and look at how beautiful it is. And you can see it kind of solidified a little bit. Look. And you're just gonna want to gently warm it up just a tad bit. Guess now I'm gonna have to make some more infusion. So but this is a good all over salve to have. It's good for the skin. It's good for, it can help with a little bit of pain. It can help with kind of a rash, some sort, eczema, psoriasis type things. Like I said, just check with your doctor. And that is all you want to do, and then we're going to pour it. And how I pour is a big deal too, because let me show you. This is what I use to pour. It's like an old Pampered Chef container, Pampered Chef, not chefed. So that's all we want to do, and this helps me pour it easily. Or you could pour it into a measuring cup that has a spout, anything like that, because that really makes a difference. It makes it easy to do. I don't want to waste a drop. It smells so good. And then once it's all melted again, just turn it right back off. And then I pour it into, I leave this on top because that way it keeps it from melting. I mean, not solidifying anymore while you're pouring. And I have all the little cups laid out. Hope you can see here. Of course, something just fell right into it. Like, I got it. Piece of dust. Oh, we don't want that. Hold on a second. Okay. I'm rusty. and I wanted to talk about that too. Like, you could use Altoid tins to use, pour any of your salves into. And these are great, like I said, to put in your purse, to carry with you. Put it in your bug out bag. Oh, it smells so good. It seemed like I only had some of the ones, the 4-ounce jars. I only had a few of those clean. What's the matter, Julie? All right, and then I'm gonna get out some more of these containers. Where did I put them? I think I would lose my head if it wasn't attached. Oh, here they are, right here. Well, you get the idea now. And then, of course, to always label your product. Label it whatever it is, no matter what. Because even you think you're going to remember, you don't. It's like putting the stuff in the freezer. Oh, yeah, sure, I got it. I remember. Nope. So... but I wish you guys could smell it. I just wish I had had some more of these other jars cleaned. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you want to see any more things like this, just let me know. Because I have all kinds of recipes. In fact, I brought all the recipes out. I've got bags full and binders full of things that I've made over the years for salves and body products and soaps, of course, and it's all cold processed soaps. But just let me know, and if you have any questions or you want to add some things to it, please do. And we want to thank Tasha at Budget Preppers for hosting this for the Emarchency. And all the vendors that donated things, and the Jace company for sponsoring some of the things. And I've even bought plenty of things from Jace. They're a wonderful company to work with. And okay, and that's another thing I wanted to tell you too. So like, you could just use containers like that you've got from other things. Even like this, I think was like a little olive jar or something. And there's no smell to it or anything. You could just use that. Any type of container that you have. This is a 2-ounce container, and this is 4 ounces. And this one has like one of those little lids. Bruce makes a CBD muscle freeze, and he puts that in there. But anyways, thanks for watching, and as always, have a good day. Bye.